On a domestic flight?
On a domestic flight, that's exactly what I said. I mean, the pages were worn at best.
Damn. White woman?
I mean, do you even...
Hey, what's going on? Syntell with the Intel, and I'm here with the beautiful Mikel Claire.
I say it all the time, but that never gets old. Never.
Yo, Atlanta, season 4, final season, episode 2. The first one has us going like,
super
what's
dope.
Going on? Good, not
super
a
dope.
complaint, but still, it's just like, all right.
We think we know, but you think you know, but you have no idea.
Hey, this is your first time hanging out with us. We have all of the previous episodes, well, season 3 and the previous episode, in the link in the description below. And of course, give us those thumbs up because that's how the people know you're digging what we're giving you. So, with that being said, you see this? Look at this. Let's get started.
No.
You're like,
Come on, Gizmo, we're gonna be late.
You see you wanting?
Yeah.
Gizmo.
Oh, here we go with the other culture, how they live.
Oh, she a voyeur. She love her some people watching.
Sexual chocolate. She eating a hard-boiled egg. Okay, what's happening here? Let's see.
Somebody's looking at your stuff.
Okay.
And meanwhile, he's listening to
some folk music.
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, what the hell you think I've been trying to do, man? It just keeps saying go into my old email or something.
Which email?
I hate that.
Dang.
Right? Oh. Yeah. I got a Hotmail account that's still active.
Hey, I use my Hotmail account. Thanks a lot.
Scarface, right? Like, that's gotta be it, man. Hold on, let me try that.
No. Man, it was in middle school. Try Mulan.
Nigga, Mulan. Oh, shit. I think
That was
Mulan was good, though.
a good movie. We were in college.
Say it again. What you doing?
Therapy.
Hey, man, get your mind right.
Nice.
See how rich I'm making you?
Bye, out.
He said, see how rich I'm making you. He said, make sure to call that realtor. Sounds like
Kung Fu.
yeah. Atlanta Natural Spring. Blah,
Water
blah, blah.
boys. I'd be out there slinging that water.
It's hot.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good way to make some dough. Sure. I ain't mad at the hustle. Dang, look at that. He really doing the thing.
Oh no, not in the middle of your therapy session.
I mean, we forget that he was living out of a storage facility. And now look at him.
Do you have reason to think they don't believe you?
If they
I've
did it to
seen
Kim
him
Porter,
before.
they'll do it to me.
Whoa.
I had to get a second opinion. They got me walking around like a leader battle angel all weekend. In LA, creative consulting. Yeah, it's a big deal, I guess. I haven't told Van yet.
That's stressful. Yeah, because you're the child. That's the lady.
Yeah, the writing lady.
Yeah, the manuscript. She looks very
Little House on the Prairie.
yes. That's one way to put it.
Tell her good. Go on, sonny. Yeah. The doctor's email.
What is this?
Will
She's
y'all take masthead stationery and stay?
signing in to meet with the person that's talking to her about the manuscript. So he's the front desk.
First rule of negotiations, never admit that you're not that wanted.
Yeah.
I'll keep this brief. I found a sample of your kid's book online, and I'd love to find you a publisher.
Yeah.
I can only
wanna
imagine
see
what it's
the book's
about.
about.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, like I said, look at the other books.
At the end of the quarter, publishers are offloading their budget. Now, Tracy has... I didn't call you. Tracy has arranged for a sort of story time reading at the local library already. It's a...
Oh, this is going to be interesting. Inner city kids. Wow. Do something about those grays. I need you smoking hot for our photo guy.
When stuff moves that fast.
Well, her going to this book reading is going to be interesting.
In the end, I'm making more money than if I had stayed, so...
You proud of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he keeps
Fuck
coming
that
back to
school.
money.
Sounds like you resent them.
Well, I mean, it was a big reason why he thought he was unhappy in the beginning.
I just prove everybody wrong.
Did you prove everyone wrong?
Yeah. I love spite.
Just kidding.
So by not going back to Princeton, you may be proving something to her and not yourself.
I wonder if that's Sasha.
Yeah, maybe.
Wow.
That was a good point. He said maybe you're, by not going to Princeton, maybe you're trying to prove something to her and not yourself.
Yeah.
An agent read my book online and wants to sign me. I just have to do this reading thing. I mean, he thinks it could be like the next Harry Potter.
Oh, that's no. No.
Oh, another box. You starting a band?
It's in the
Not
box.
quite. It's a
I
gift.
know, right? Oh,
Go ahead and open it.
maybe it's an honorary Princeton robe or something.
Oh, that's good. That is comfy. Now all I need is some music.
Oh, okay. So it's a full service thing here?
I'm trying to remember if he slept on the floor when he was living in the storage facility.
On a domestic flight?
On a domestic flight, that's exactly what I said. I mean, the pages were worn at best.
Damn. White woman?
I mean, do you even... Yeah, it's good to hear you say that, because I've been thinking a lot, and I kind of want to take some...
Time off.
You can have this back, man.
Oh, no. Keep it.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Gift.
It's too small for me.
Don't be sitting on my height, man.
Yeah, because the hard part is once he has the conversation, he's gonna probably need to work through some of that other stuff, but he feels like the answer is here now.
She brought the dog?
It's probably her security blanket.
Oh.
She did not dye her hair. She does look better. The
Lisa
homeliest
Man.
little horse.
I have a note for
Oh,
that.
no.
Right here.
She is all of us.
Yes.
It's from my doctor.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Well, story time begins in 15 minutes. Unless, of course, you and your dog want to try the airport.
Right?
See how it's flipped?
Yeah. Well, you see how she has the baby hairs laid down on one side and then
Now it's time for reading.
representation matters. Look at that little doll.
Homeliest little
They're all
horse.
yours.
This is gonna be
What is this
very
story
interesting.
going to be
We
about?
already know, and we don't know the illustrations. Remember, because they had a
that's
different illustrator
true.
come. Oh, she sees the agent because of the hat. Remember? I mean,
This
the
book is
publisher.
called The Homeliest Little Horse.
Oh, this is about to be horrible.
And she's gone.
Yep. Look at her split on her.
All except
Is that a fire alarm? Oh no.
She went out the emergency exit.
Oh.
the horses were saved. Alas.
Dang, even the guitar dude did.
The photographer? Oh no, the photographer's still there. Look at the
Oh.
little girl sleep on the floor. There's one little girl asleep.
Did you get my headshot?
Yes, if I do this again, I promise you will be the first person I call.
Yo.
Hey, what's up? You guys actually came.
That was the editor guy.
Yeah.
I mean the agent.
The one that ruined my family trip.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, well, I hired all these actors to ruin her life.
She said she works at the FAA.
Spike.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yo, thanks for the cash, man. Yo, you crazy as fuck, boy.
I don't
Hey,
know
you
what
better
to
watch your back. You're next.
So you did all this to hurt one lady? Oh, okay. Hey, look, I'm gonna go to that Def Jam 3 machine because this nigga is tripping.
if this is extreme pettiness or terrorism.
Both.
Great job.
Yo, they filmed everything.
It's an interesting glass.
You got a cognac glass?
I don't know.
I really need
who's
to go
still-
back to therapy.
Yes, you do. You do. Cause we need some growth from you, dog. Cold-blooded.
And this is what you made of.
Yo, look at
the doll. Look at the doll.
Yo, she quit her job and everything. Cold-blooded. Yo, they really got the footage.
Oh, I'm saying the wrong words. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Is there after thing? That is interesting.
I'm sorry. I like the song.
Oh, okay. Well, you can jam out. It's that old school funk. It's that old school funk.
Oh, yo, that's fucked up.
I'm like, okay.
All right, go ahead.
It's so interesting because, of course, he's talking about spite, and the first thing I think of is spite more fulfilling if you know that karma is like right around the corner.
Right around the corner. right around. They skipping hand in hand.
They're like joyous. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, but here's the thing about, spite and revenge and all that. In the moment, it does feel good. It does.
A little bit.
But like you said, that karma train is
right around the corner.
Yo, I can't say I saw it coming. We thought that was going to be in Sarah. It wasn't Sasha.
Yeah, I thought it was Sasha.
I didn't see that coming at all. But oh my gosh, the levels to it. Okay, here's this. Okay, I am happy that we got a chance to see two black men talking it out. I know one was a professional therapist.
Yes.
And I am a huge supporter of therapy.
Me too.
Get it if you can. And there's ways that you can get it at a reduced cost, if not free. You just got to hit the internet and find out what's going on. But to have that conversation, and I think to me it felt like oh my gosh, I forgot our main actor's name. Excuse me. Donald. Excuse me. No, not Ernest. It felt to me like Donald Glover was kind of pulling from a real place, maybe. With that moment of him, catching real feelings, dropping real tears. I don't know. It just felt authentic.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily the case. I'm sure that maybe he pulls from a lot of his own perspective and experiences a lot of times.
Yeah.
So I didn't view it as anything that was like kind of on another level.
Okay.
Just, my perspective of that.
Okay.
But I do love the conversation. I love that it was a black professional.
Yeah.
And that was also male. I think that it's important a lot of times when we're having these conversations that someone can kind of be in our shoes in a way, and in a certain way, you know what I mean? Have a certain type of perspective that we might have and share in common, even though obviously everybody's experience is different and very individual.
Right.
There are some commonalities that can kind of, make that rapport stronger.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm with that. I mean, it's not a whole lot you can talk about except for the absolute the lengths as to which this revenge and this setup went to. Like, I mean, everything from sending the email to having the agent, to having the agent's assistant, everybody being an asshole, kind of like pushing her off to the side, to setting up the public library, full-blown photographers, all that real
videographer.
I wonder if the person that was sent to do the write-up was a real person. If that wasn't a hire, but just a real person to just make it trash her name even that much more. You know,
Oh.
that would be. Oh my.
Oh, you're
gosh.
talking about the publisher lady?
Yeah, the publisher
with
lady.
the hat.
Yeah,
you saw her
yeah.
sitting at the bar.
Yeah.
So you know he paid her too.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah,
right.
she was sitting at the bar,
Yeah, that's
so
right.
she's paid. She's
Oh
at the,
my
and I love the fact that he
gosh.
called it a rap party. That was hilarious. We're at the rap party. Come on through. That was hilarious. That's a lot. I guess you mean when you got money, you kind of do what you want.
Well, listen. I mean, when you when you live the life, you know, being black in America, you're gonna run across some stuff where you just know and you see the inequities and you see the bullshit that goes
Yeah.
along with it.
Yeah.
And I think we have all had those moments where it's like, oh my God, if I could get you back in some way, shape, or form, and you just being powerless and able
Yeah.
to get that. But you know, Ern's got power now.
Yeah, and it goes back to the whole thing, obviously, that happened with Sasha and
Yeah.
Princeton, and he's still carrying that.
Yeah.
That's why he doesn't trust anybody,
Yeah.
period, and in particular, a certain type of person.
Yeah.
So I think like that when that happened, obviously it triggered that, and it was just like this whole thing, and he was like, well, I think it makes him feel like he can get back at everybody who is that, who looks exactly, who looks like her, and just...
Well, that was the thing. The whole thing in his moment is when his psychiatrist said, you know, you had your power taken away from you, you know, and now he has power. So, you know, when you get people that have been powerless for a very long time and you give them power, you can't be surprised if, you know,
at some of the things that they do.
Yeah, if they act and use that power.
Yeah, it's a little scary though on the flip side, you know, because there are other people that have power or perceived power that could use it for evil as well. And it's kind of hard to kind of think that, you know, that's not going to happen.
But you said something that's key, and that's the perceived power. Like
Yeah.
Lisa, she has perceived power because she's at the airport, and that gives her that perceived power. When in fact she has no
She's
power.
not the manager.
She doesn't
Yeah.
have. She's not the manager.
She said she was.
She's borrowing money from her friend. She's staring down and wanting a man that she doesn't have the courage to even get, you know. So she has no power, but this fictional type of power, and then she uses that to lash out and get back at people. So, so it's not real power.
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
perceived.
Yeah.
It's interesting. What do you think about him and his anxiety and stress and where it stems from, according, you know, to their conversation, as far as him not wanting to talk to Van about the move and the new job and all of that?
Well, I think it all stems from like the previous season, like I think it was season 1, when it ends and you see that everything he's doing is an attempt to get money so that he can be in a better position, right? And to justify his purpose, right? And then you find out that he's sleeping in a storage facility, right? And I'm thinking he's sleeping on the ground. This is why he's kind of, maybe there's a type of comfort of when you sleep on the ground after you've been in that space of trauma. I know a lot of times like POWs, prisoners of war, stuff like that, when they come back, you know, they don't really sleep in beds because there's something about it that could be a little, I've heard stories. I'm not just, this is what I've heard. Like they sleep on the ground, you know, because it's more, I don't know, maybe triggers something to them. And when they lived in that space of trauma, that was the only place that they could find comfort, so they go back to it. I don't know. I may be reading into it a little too deep. But I do feel that he felt, the previous Ern thought that money would solve his problems.
No, absolutely.
And it does solve some problems.
Yeah, some.
But it's not going to solve every problem, you know, because he's still dealing with anxiety. He's still dealing with demons of his past. He's still dealing with the uncertainty of being a good father to his daughter, a good partner to his significant other, you know, so that stuff is still there. He's like, I got money out the wazoo, you know, I got, my job is doing really good, but yet he's still having to lay on the floor. He's still the same Ern sleeping in the storage facility, you know, or he's still connected to that Ern.
Well, the thing is, even though money solves some problems, like you said, it doesn't solve all your problems, and it creates another set of problems, right? Because now he has this money that he can do certain things. He has this job opportunity, which he wouldn't have had before. And so it creates that, and then it creates, what do I do? How do I tell my family? Do I have to be away from my daughter?
Right.
You know, so it creates a whole nother set of problems that could be more anxiety provoking because it's a greater set of problems.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you are trying to decide, you know, to get groceries or to move away to accept another job for away from your child, those are two very different problems to have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that people just expect money to be the end all be all, but if you don't deal with your past experiences and how to deal, you know, you got to talk through some stuff sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a really big arching theme, especially with last season, that just because you've made it, you in a lot of ways, like, at least as far as the European experience was considered, he's like, you're still a nigga, as far as in the eyes and the perceptions of the world. And sometimes if you get money and fame, you're still not just, the N-word, but, the person that you were before that hasn't reconciled, your base self, like Paperboy was still trying to reconcile his relationship with his mother through some of his relationships in the past, and Earn today is still trying to reconcile his relationship. So it's like, just because you're finding these successes doesn't mean you're cured. In season 3, you find success, you're still black. In season 4, you find success, you still got to deal with your regular issues, not just black issues, but just issues in general. I think they just use the lens of race to amplify stuff a lot more. But money and fame does not cure everything.
Oh, no, not at all.
And if anything, it makes it worse because now he's got heart palpitations or whatever it is that's going on, and stresses in his arm where his arms are numb and stuff like that. And he's not using the money for good. he's still an asshole. He's still good. Spiteful.
It's good for him.
Like keep in mind, like, it's not like this is a new thing. Even before he had the money, he put the gun in the rapper's bag before they got to the airport. He was still spiteful then. Even but now that he's got money, it's just amplified.
Another level.
Yeah.
It's people have to work through their stuff in their own ways. My whole thing is, and I'm not saying this like I'm exempt from this or whatever, but my whole thing is, would you want your daughter to know that you did that?
No, of course you wouldn't want that.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so why would you do that? Yeah.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, why would you do that if that's setting things? I know all of that, but in my head, and I know, like I said, I'm not exempt from this because I've done things that, I wouldn't want our child to know. But I'm just saying, you got to think about that sometimes because that was a whole other level. Of levels.
Yeah, so. I mean, even Darius was like, "Yo, I mean, at some point, this is like a form of terrorism."
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, good job with that." Like, good job. Yeah, good job.
So I guess the overarching theme is, money and fame ain't gonna save you, and it's not gonna keep you from being who you are.
I think that's pretty good. I think that's good. Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess it's a good place to kind of stick a pin in this bad boy.
I'm super excited to keep going. I can't lie.
Yeah, it's always some fun conversations that go along with this. I'm here with the beautiful Mikel Claire, and you should check out her YouTube page.
Snooty Vegans. Snooty Vegans. Lock Journey. Vegan lifestyle, life as we know it. Subscribe. Check it out.
You're already here.
Enjoy the journey.
Don't worry, there'll be a link in the description. If you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscription button because, we just sit here and we just chop it up. And of course, give me that thumbs up because that's how the people know you're digging what we're giving you. That being said, we will catch you on the next one.